going on, guys? Welcome back to Max Boneyard Builds. So, as you can see behind me, I am still working on the tedious job of wiring. So what I have set up is I have the 98 harness on this side of the bench. Got the O2 LS harness on this side of the bench. And then we're going to try and get these two stuck together. Hopefully, if we can figure it out. Okay guys, so what I've got is the O2 harness on this side. I've got everything kind of organized, if you will. I got all my AC stuff sitting over here. I got external connectors such as, I don't know, TAC, OBD, fuel pump relay. Got a few things sitting over here. All this stuff is all this fun fuel pressure and evap that I'm trying to get worked out. And then I did the same on this side with the 98 harness. I've got all my fuel pump or fuel tank pressure, evap, all that fun stuff here. I've got all my AC stuff sitting over here. And I got all my external connectors, TAC, and brake signal switch, and OBD, and everything sitting over here. So what you can do is, if you want, you can go through these, match them up, make them a permanent connection, solder them, you know, do whatever you want. I did not want to do that. What I wanted to do was make a semi-permanent, you know, to where I could disconnect this thing, just like LT1swap.com did. He used a connector, so that way you don't have one giant harness for all this. I can put the 98 harness in, then get the motor snipped in if I wanted to, and then get the LS harness laid out, and then stick them together. So I'll show you what I picked up at the Junkyard, because the Junkyard will provide. So I was looking on the old Amazon and stuff, and there's tons of connectors and stuff you can buy. They're like 16 bucks a pop, somewhere along those lines. I mean, definitely, if that's the way you want to go for it. I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that goes out to the Junkyard and is going to dig around for a while until I figure something out. 9 times out of 10, I can get it for just a couple bucks free, because they're like, what are you bringing up to me, and just get out of here. So, bam. Giant harness. This was actually in a 03, I think, Chevy work van. Look, this is in the driver's side inner fender. On the inside of the cab, it looks like it connects all of like your fuel pump, relays, your brake lights, reverse lights, I don't know, all the power and all the fun stuff that goes to the back, that goes from the front, is connected here, okay? But here, if you look, what you do, you squeeze these two sides, rock this safety out of the way, bam, comes apart. But all of the colors coordinate on either side of this harness. So I can put the harness together, this thing locks in place, it ain't coming apart. So that way I know that whenever I make this connection, all these connections are nice and tight. I don't have to worry about it coming apart. And they gave it to me for free, because he was like, what are you bringing up to me, and where did you get this from, and get out of my face. Gotta love Reds. Great dude. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start going through all of our little flags that we have, okay? And, oh, I don't know. Let's just pick these two, because I think they're both black, and I think that's what they are. OBS harness, I've got it labeled. Fuel pressure ground. O2 harness, I have it labeled. Fuel tank pressure ground. Isn't that amazing? Bam. All these little flags, they serve a purpose. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make one connection on this side of the harness with the O2. I'm going to make this on the same color coordinated connection on this side of the harness for the 98. And slowly but surely, I'm going to start thinning out all these little flags. I already ran through a lot of this evap canister stuff, and I'll tell you what, it looks like everything's going to match up. I guess I did something right. LT1swap.com, follow your diagrams, take your time thinning it out. I've spent nothing on this so far. Like I said, the guys that go out and spend $300 on a harness, or, you know, if you're going to send them off to a guy to have them custom made, I guarantee if I was going to do this job, I'd charge somebody probably $600-800. I mean, it takes a lot of time, a lot of tedious work. You're doing a lot of soldering, you're doing a lot of crimping, you're doing a lot of heat shrinking, all this stuff, you know, but I got more time than money, so I'm going to do what I do best. The Junkyard will provide. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to solder all these on here, make some connections. I am probably going to keep these flags on here for now, okay? Just because something doesn't work, I know what wires are which, and I can go back and try and troubleshoot it. So I'm going to jump on here. I'm going to start soldering, putting some of these together, figuring out where my connections go. Got this awesome harness from the Junkyard at Reds. Thank you very much. And after that, we're going to see what this looks like. Okay guys, obviously I'm not going to do a time lapse for this entire project or everyone would fall asleep. So as you can see, I haven't blown this heat shrink on these yet, so if they're falling down or exposed wires, don't freak out. But as you see, I've got them all coordinated on this top row. They all run over. I kept all the flags on, so that way just in case something goofy is going on, I can always keep backtracking, figure it out. It runs down, they all run down into my connector. They come out the other side, all the corresponding colors in that. I obviously double checked them going across the harness, and they all go to the coordinating flags on the LS. So now all those wires are connected, but the harnesses are still two separate harnesses that I can disconnect at any time that I need to. I've got a whole bunch more to go. I'm going to keep plugging away at this. Just wanted to show you guys the project I was working on this evening. Hopefully this should be cleaned up and done tonight. We will see. This is a very tedious job, so it may take me a minute to do it. But you guys see the process. I'm going to keep all this wire loom and stuff off right now until the project's up and running and good to go. And then I'll come back, hit it with some electric tape, a little wire loom and stuff to get everything tidied up and done how I like it. Because you never know, I mean, stupid happens, guys. I mean, if you're doing a project, you're going to do something wrong. If you're not doing something wrong, then, you know, I don't know. I guess you're not a novice or a DIY or whatever you want to call it. But I'm sure something in here is probably going to be awry, and we'll have to go back, do a little tracing, a little bit of wire testing or whatever the circumstance is. But hey, you know, we'll get it figured out. So that's going to be the project for tonight. I'm going to keep chugging away at this one right here. Remember, the Junkyard, it will provide. Spend your money where you need to. You can go to the Junkyard and get stuff like this plug for nothing, or just a couple bucks instead of 25 bucks on Amazon after shipping or whatever it is. But anyways, I want to keep pressing on this. I appreciate you guys for stopping by, Max Boneyard Builds. I cannot thank you guys enough. I checked the other day, I was playing around on the YouTube app. Man, we have reached 250,000 views and like 9,000 hours watched. That's over a year's time. That is awesome. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. I appreciate the comments, the likes, the comments, subscriptions, everything you guys have given me. I appreciate it. Oh, by the way, merch. Somebody asked for dark color shirts. Why didn't I think of that? So now there's blacks, there's dark greens, there's purples of the New Skull logo on the Teespring link. It's usually down here somewhere. So go check that out. Pick yourself up a new shirt if you want. If not, that's okay. But either way, I'll see you next time.